Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Trooper level 1 to 10 no legacy no outside help speedrun guide. First, you're going to want to show that you have no legacy stuff. You can do that here, or if you do have a legacy and you have no perks that would affect the speedrun, just prove it pretty much in the legacy panel in-game, which I can point out where that is if you think you might accidentally have a legacy. So we're creating a new character from Galactic Republic. Now, Trooper, you can choose either Commando or Vanguard. Both are about the same speed. I personally do Commando just because it requires less positioning and less being in melee range. This is all customization, doesn't matter. Once again, customization doesn't matter. Customization doesn't matter. Just take a name that's not taken or has invalid characters in it. So it's gonna have a little pop-up that comes up saying, "Hey, this is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away." Just press escape out of that, which would be right now. Now that we've skipped that, it says space to continue. We press space. Now, a lot of this speedrun is mashing space and 1, 2, or 3 respectively at the same time. Most of the time it's 1 though. So in this speedrun we don't need to worry about anything other than 1. So it's just space and 1 the entire speedrun. I move my right hand over from my mouse to spacebar because I don't know, my right hand's my dominant hand, so it's a little faster. Currently first input is the rule for this, so if I were to click on interface editor, that would be my first input. So I think this rule is kind of stupid, and I wish it would change to first movement input. So I'm gonna talk to a guy about that and see what he thinks. Hopefully he agrees, and if so, I'll put a little message underneath the video that says is now first input movement, or movement input, yeah. So just to make sure we're clear on that, because I wasn't very clear on that. So I'm going to start moving, and immediately what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving and head here, and my timer would have started when I started moving. Now I click on speedrun and load the selected interface. Okay, cool. Now we should have landed pretty near to Sergeant Bliles. Alright, this is where we want to be. Talk to him. The space 1 technique I was talking about. And now we're gonna go here. And if you had extra time coming down here, you can also get your fortification on, and we're gonna start killing these guys. Also, in theory, it's a little faster to go up here. So I'm going to show you. This will get us a little more XP, which is going to be handy, but if we can get up here and kill these guys instead of those front guys, that's even better. So we're just going to be a little ahead on XP, and that's fine. When you get a chance in here, you're going to want to press P, go to General, and move Quick Travel onto your skill bar somewhere. This is important because we do use this throughout the run. Now, since I'm preferred as a 6-minute cooldown, if you're free to play, I think it's a 30-minute cooldown, which is significantly longer, and I will point out when free to play should be using it. And if you are preferred or subscriber, just do it when I do it. Alright, so now we're going to go over here. Also, when you get a free moment, click on show exploration missions. We can do that later when we get to Fort Garnick. It's typically when I'll do it in my runs, but just whenever you get a chance to stand still and do it is the best. Like if you were clicking on this is a great time to do it. Sometimes you need to click on it multiple times to get it to work, but clicking on this is a great time to do both, move that over and that. So that's what I would recommend. Now we just move up here. Now normally I'm not level 2 yet. Normally I'm level 2 in like a couple seconds. Like after killing the mobs over here. Now just go. So we're basically going here, 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 and then we start walking over off to here. We're trying to get the signal jammers for clearing the air. This 2 ability isn't really good because it requires you to stand still and activate it for 1.5 seconds. In that amount of time, you can get 2 of these off typically, which will do about the same amount of damage, maybe even more. This one's good though because it recharges your energy cells, so definitely use that if it's an as needed ability. But yeah, then we'll kick this. Now you'll notice a holocom thing popped up. Don't click it yet. You're not in the most safe of areas. Now typically, if we didn't kill these guys, we would need this, I think. I typically need it, and it's just a good backup in case you're competing for kills or objectives, which are basically means someone else is out here and you need to yeah, what am I thinking? Compete with them for your objectives. So now that we're here, we'll talk to Sergeant Bliles. Skip through that. Accept. We're level 3 now. Normally we get 3 around here, so we're fine. Now we click on the holocom. Skip through that. Now while we're running, we're gonna press B. Doesn't do it. Okay. I, and you click on I and equip the gloves and move that to skill bar. It's a med pack just in case you get low on HP. I typically don't need them, but for some of you who might be beginning, you might. Now we're going to talk to Westerner. He's going to want us to clear out some snipers in the area. Alright, so I'm going to start by typically doing this group. This is how I typically do it. Kind of just spam one. And you notice I'm kind of moving ahead a bit. That's just so I'm closer to where I want to be. Now, obviously some of these guys will be here for you, some of them won't be. You just need snipers pretty much. And you're also going to want to focus bonus quests. All the bonus quests that you ever do, like there were kill 8 separatists in the last area, or excuse me, 10 separatists in the last area over here. I did that, and it's essential that you probably do that too. You can skip probably 1 bonus mission throughout the speedrun and still be safe. So it's better to skip an earlier one. So I'd recommend skipping the one that was either the sniper one that we just did or the one before that if you have to skip one. Now we're going to talk to Commander Frey, tell him that the snipers are cleared out, and voila. So we'll accept our reward. We've hit low 4. Now I'm going to talk to Sergeant James before looking at the rewards. Now that we've talked to Sergeant James, we're going to start walking over here. And while we're walking over here, we're going to equip the pants, because better pants are always good, and move this over. And now we're going to talk to you, accept your reward, and it's all free, so don't worry about that. And we're going to get all of the abilities, and I typically like to move it back to whatever it was at before. We're going to equip that, and we're going to equip this endurance stim. It'll just increase our endurance by a little bit. Not much, but I'm going to skip past this nosy private barn. Not a big fan of him, in case you couldn't tell. I'm going to skip past this. Once again doing the space 1 technique. Now we're going to equip this bear gun so we do more damages. Now, this mission this mission would show up either way, so it's fine. Just have to make sure. Skip through that. However, we're going to skip this mission. Now, as you can see on this, there's this little star-like thing right here. that means it's an exploration mission, which is why I had you check this beforehand, because there's one over here that we do need. The only reason we don't pick up this mission is the turn-in is way out of the way over here. So, there's literally no time we come anywhere near here, and the mission is just a little out of the way, and yeah. It's just not worth picking up. Now, once again, we're gonna spam space 1 here. Gonna pick up the Alma mission. And now we just casually run along. Staying closer to the left side will typically help. However, if you get caught on rocks like I just did, you need to wiggle your way out. You typically need to stop your forward input and strafe right. And we're going to come over here, once again staying close to the edge here. And what I like to do is come over here to this rock, trying to avoid these 3 guys. I'm going to come over here. Now what we need are these strong guys. So we're going to kill him. Just reached level 5, cool. Now, we need his loot. He hasn't stolen medicine. So we got 1 out of 2. Now there's another one that's typically over here. Most people don't realize there's stuff here, so it's good for the speedrunners to come up here and typically check it out. However, if this guy's missing, this guy still might be here. So, kind of, as a backup though, there's a guy here at least. I'm not sure. The rest aren't very close, actually. There's one here too. So you could go here and then move there if these 2, for whatever reason, are not here. Now we'll just backtrack a bit, come over here. Now we need to kill 10 henchmen. Which is nice with this AoE ability we got, which is explosive round. To just clear out some guys. Especially with the weak guys like these guys. Now we're gonna come in here. Now this place gets contests. You compete a lot for kills and henchmen and whatnot. So often in a run, you might. Well, first I'm gonna come over here and make sure I get everything this way, because this is where the quest is. Now there's a dead body, Bellas, who we need, and it's gonna pop up a holocom, so we click on the holocom. Dr. Jorgen, skip to this. Now we come over here. I find this to be the quickest way typically, assuming you're on a good pace with henchmen. If you're on a bad pace, you might want to go back and go through here, which I'm going to show. Like I just got, but there are some guys over here. If you absolutely need to, there are some guys here, which I believe there are henchmen among them. Yeah, there are. So I wouldn't go much deeper than the middle area though, just for sake of time and having to run back. There's also a henchman here, a couple henchmen there. So there are plenty of henchmen, but the problem is you're sometimes competing with people who are farming them, because this is a place that a lot of people like to farm stuff. So we just skip space 1 through that. We're going to take the field box, and then we're going to go down here. Now, 2 separatists are here. They're here to ambush us. Just walk through the phase gate. It will stop them. Alright. Now we're coming down here. Okay, we didn't miss any pickups. Good. Now we need to kill, I think it's 8 of the scavengers? Yeah. those guys. Now this place isn't I haven't had much competing problems, but if you should have any, you just come down along this ridge line if you need more guys, but typically I would just go this way. And I like to stand as close to this when I'm doing this, however this guy's not going to move, so you need to be able to shoot him. And we just click on this salvage, and we will go back to the Evelyn's Rest Canteen. Now, if you are free to play and only have one hearth throughout the run, or one, did I just say hearth? I've been playing too much World of Warcraft lately. One travel, do not use it there. You're going to want to run back. The reason being that it's just a lot. I think I have a feeling that the other place we quick travel at is going to be a lot more time efficient for you, because it's just such a big area and it's so far away that it's just better to, quick travel there and stay here. Now, as you can see, I just got a new chest piece, going to equip that. Now, I got a complimentary major experience boost. I am not sure if free to play get this. If you do, great, use it, go for it. If you are a subscriber, you definitely get it, but if you, I'm not sure about free to play. If you are free to play, you might have to come up with a little bit of extra stuff to do, at the end you might be panicking a bit. It's okay. I was panicking my first few runs too, because I wouldn't have enough. But yeah, it's just, I can show you a little bit of extra backup strats if you need to. Anyway, we talked to Sergeant Hurd instead of the other person, just because he's a little closer right now, and we're going to accept his reward, which is a helmet. Now, we should be about 6 here. I'm pretty far into 6 actually, but that's just because I've been going slow and stuff. So we're going to pick up these two abilities, Sticky Grenade and High Impact Bolt. Those are the last level ups for the run. Level 7 doesn't give you anything, 8 is a mat ability, and 9 is just a complete piece of trash ability. For the speedrun, it just basically immunes you to CC after you've been CC'd, so it's a break CC effect pretty much. Now we're going to talk to Miro. Holocom. Alright, sir. Space 1 through that. Now, if these, I'm going to show you the backup strat here, in case you need to. Oh my, that's a purple. That's pretty rare to have happen. Gonna come over here. Can I please have line of sight? So now we just do the mission. Pick up the northeast bomb. I like this route where I go here, which is second bomb, first bomb, third bomb, I think it is. I don't know why they labeled them with the first bomb being in the middle here. And it's a little more nice when the second bomb's a lot closer to where you start. We just hit 7. We're typically not 7 quite this early, which is fine. If you're ahead like this, great. Good to be you. This. Now, should you be behind on, wait, 2 purples? That's really rare. Should you be behind on the bonus quest, kill guys over here. This is a safe place where you can get a couple more separatists killed. Now I'm gonna go over here. Just keep running. I know it's a little slow here. This is one of the slower periods. Just gotta do it. Okay, now we're gonna go in here. I think Private Farn talks to us now. Yep. Telling us that CO is corrupt, which we never get to meet him unless you're behind on time and have to do a, like, if you don't have the XP boost that we picked up because you're free to play. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into than I normally would, just to, in case you are free to play and can't. I'm gonna point out when you should be 10. I might be 10 a little bit before it, actually. I'm not sure. I don't go up there yet, typically, because it's a minor optimization, but it's a little faster to talk to Ellis, talk to Alma, come on. Accept. Now, the reason we didn't talk to Alma earlier is just because it's quicker to pick up all the stuff over here and do that at the same time and turn it at the same time. So now we pick up that quest and we are good to go. We're going over to the speeder pilot. Now we're level 7, so we don't need to. This is normally where I hit 7 after talking to Alma, I think. Yeah, I think so. Around there. I'm gonna talk to you and go down to Falk's Reach. Now this is a nice little spot on the run because you get to get your hands off the keyboard. You get to just go, ah. But yeah, so it's like 30 seconds, maybe less, to get over here. So it's not too bad. 1 second. Sorry, I'm still a little sick. In case you're wondering where the legacy pane is for the end of the run, it should be under here if you have it unlocked. Now we're gonna go over here, talk to the Lamala, skip through our conversation, and go over here. Kill these guys. Just keep running. Now I'm just mixing up my rotation a bit for the strong guys, and sticky grenade and high impact bolt in there, just because it's easier to kill them that way. And what's nice is because of the burn effect that sometimes happens with hammer shot, it will trigger your high impact bolt to be usable. Now I like to make a little square effect around this guy because I don't like fighting him. And then we walk in here. Go over here. Now we're gonna avoid some guys here. Avoid all these guys. We're aiming for over here where there are a few guys set up. I like to target the guys up top first and just do it like this. You bait out a bit. Bait out. There we go. Talk to Jane Kim. Skip through this. That's normally where I hit 8, is with its codex entry. Now we're going to take a right turn and head over here. Now this guy's down, so I can walk a little more freely in here. There's a guy who's sometimes staying right here. If he is up, you're going to want to jump over this crate, kind of like I did, and just make it over here. You shouldn't get aggroed if you're close enough to the wall. Skip for that guy. Now we're gonna walk down here. There's normally some guys right here. So, yeah, don't be surprised if you see stuff a little different than what I'm seeing. Our main mission's over there. We're not gonna do that quite yet. We're gonna go over here first. I'm not sure which way is faster. Haven't actually timed it out. If it's faster to go over here or to do that first and then come over here, I just am so used now to this way of doing it that I do it this way. Now this guy, if he's way over here, by the time you're done talking to Wax, he's gonna be right up in your face. And if he's on the other side of his patrol path, he's gonna be right about here, and it's still aggro too. So be ready to fight him, either on your way in or your way out. Oh, someone else is fighting him, then that's great for you. Now we jump down here. I'm trying to avoid this guy. Okay, he just got aggroed to someone else, so I can just walk safely through. And now we're going to talk to Paul. Skip his conversation. It's got a pretty long conversation, but whatever. Now we're going over here, back to where I mentioned that our main storyline quest was. Now you'll notice I don't have all my separatist forces or all my battlers. That is fine. There's plenty of those in our story quest, which is phase, so no one else can guess. Now normally there's like 3 guys right here that I would kill to sneak through here. They're down probably thanks to the guy who was over there. Skip through this. Space 1 as per usual. Kill these 2. Now, our quest objective is down here, but it's just a little bit quicker if you're killing these guys. Just quickly tab over and start killing these guys from a distance so that you're still set up to run over here. Now we're gonna kill these guys. This is where the current objective is. The reason we kill those guys is our next objective is over there. So it's just easier to clear out the way while we're there. Just gotta clear out everyone in here. Now we're gonna get or disable the force field generator, excuse me. Now we go up here where we just were, and now this force field's down so we can walk in. Once again, space 1 as per usual. Now you need to backpedal there just a bit, so you, because if you were to try to jump through here, there's a good chance you'll get your character stuck. Somehow I just did without getting stuck though. Huh. They might have patched it. But it's a lot safer to not get stuck, to go like, so you start around here and then just go like that. Go here. Now it's good to target Sergeant Commander Bull or sticky grenade him. Start basic attacking him with hammer shot. Hope that he gets this debuff where then you can high impact bolt him, and that will typically be enough to kill him. Everyone else just take out how you normally would. It's not that scary. Now that we got that, this is where I would recommend free-to-play players to back up, because you're way in here and you'd have to fight your way out just to get here. So I find it best to go to Falk's Reach. The reason we're doing this is so we can turn the quest for the Untold Story to Lamala, because that's essential to the game, level 10. Even though I would like just to be able to go straight to Fort Garnick, this just gives too much XP to pass up. Now we're level 9, that's where I normally am around here. Now we will go to Fort Garnick. It doesn't matter to equip stuff anymore because the rest of the run is just turning quests. I personally just like to have the best armor on, so I'll do it, but you don't need to anymore because we're done fighting and stuff. Now the rest of the run's just running around turning quests, which I will show you how I turn in these quests. Go quick turn around. Go over to the Republic Command Center first. Casually keep running. Now, should you not have this, the major XP boost, you might want to do what I'm doing, but backwards at this part. So instead of going straight there, you go over here, turn these quests typically, then you do it backwards as I'm doing it here too. So Alice and Iro first, and then Lieutenant Zoram. I'll accept that. Turn that in. Nope. And that's where the run ends. That's where you would hit end timer or whatever. Now, should you not have enough XP for one reason or another, like you didn't get all the bonus quests done, this is your backup strat. Okay, I'm going to show you. For those of you who did get it though, congratulations, you got a run on the leaderboard. That's all. Thank you for watching. I'm PopBob0. Hope you enjoyed. But for those of you who didn't get all the XP you need, you're just going to come over here, take the speeder way over here to the volcano camp. And patiently watch. This is also a good spot just to rest during the run if you do have to. You're probably panicking like, oh gosh, I didn't get enough XP or whatever. Don't worry. This is just the old route. It's just a backup strat that I have because of the old route. This is Ordam Village. Now, what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna show you the old route pretty much from this point out, which this was before I realized about exploration quests, and so we skipped like 3 or 4 quests that we just did. So you're just gonna run up here. Now we need to loot these things. So what I like to do is there's about 3 mobs, one here, and one here. So they typically will give me what I need in at least these spots. Although that one didn't drop anything. Feels bad, man. I got one thing out of that. Now this is a bless RNG moment where you are hoping RNG is on your side. That was the worst RNG possible. Just got a duplicate. Okay, do you guys have anything? Really? Okay, so should that happen for whatever reason, which it shouldn't, if you want to be preparing for that, you sometimes can kill the guys over here. In my case though, since I'm way over here now, I'm just going to kill these guys. You can get them all off of one mob, and I'm just keep on duplicating it. Like, what the heck? Alright, got a medical injector. Thank you, game. Let's see. Got something. Wow, I didn't think you could get duplicates after you had looted it. Shows how much I know. Alright. Please. Less RNG. Have what I need. Alright, there we go. We're gonna go up here. Thank God that's over. Just keep running. Now, just for an absolute backup of the backup, you can pick up this quest from SWTOR. This was the old route that I had, which would require you to also save your quick travel for now, probably. So it's not a very good backup route, but if you have the 6-minute cooldown, you should be fine. If not, yeah, I don't know what to say. Once again, space 1 through this. Holocon this. Space 1. Go kill these guys. This is just assuming you didn't get the XP you need to get 10 earlier. Now you're going to come over here and you're going to speeder bike back to Fort Garnick. And for some reason you are not level 10 yet. After all this, I don't know what to say to you. I literally, this is the old route. Everything else is going to be super slow. I would not recommend any other things, so I don't know what to say after we do this, if for some reason you aren't 10 yet. But yeah, right when you turn in this quest, it should be, you're gonna probably hit 10 if you were behind for some reason. If not though, you can still do the SWTOR quest. Once again, space 1 through that. Now this is a super long cutscene we're about to go through, so you got space 1 through all this. Alright, there we go. Except, okay, if you're still not 10 yet, I would recommend first talking to this thing. It doesn't give much XP. It takes 3 seconds to activate. It's like about 3,000, maybe 2,000. I don't know. Depends how far you are. Accept it. If you're still a little bit off, like as you can see, I'm a little bit off of 11. So let's just pretend 11's 10 for the sake of this tutorial. You would come over here. And say your quick travel's on cooldown from the separatist base that we did earlier. Let's go in space 1 do this. That backhand sounded pretty loud. If your quick travel's still on cooldown, just walk to the speeder. Like literally just walk up there. Speeder bike to SWTOR Village speeder. If it's off cooldown though, you can just quick travel to the SWTOR Village. Now we're gonna talk to SWTOR. If this doesn't get you 10, well, you, I don't know. I don't know what to say at that point.
My daughter.
Space 1 through this. Click accept, and you should be 10 by then if you weren't already. If for some reason you aren't 10 though, you can show me a VOD of it and I will either point out what you did wrong or be surprised out of all get out. So yeah, that's the trooper route. For no legacy, no outside help. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, thank you, and good luck on all your speedruns of Trooper.